Howdy friends, welcome back to the show. Today we're on location in Indian Atlantic, Florida, a little beachside community in Brevard County, and we're returning to a job that's already in progress. Came out here yesterday to a 1957 home, and the gentleman's been having problems with his kitchen drain. Well, everything's cast iron, and we ended up into a real mess in here. We had to pull the dishwasher out, cut cabinets, break concrete, and pull out a busted T and find out that the drain's bad as well. So now we're in the process of trying to put this all back together, and we'll show you how it's done. All right, so before we go inside, I want to remind everybody this is an occupied house, and the inside of this kitchen stinks really, really bad, awful. This drain has been leaking down into the concrete blocks, a monolithical frame, no footer, and it's been doing that for a long time. We had to take out all the spoiled dirt and stuff, really, really stinky. We brought some new dirt with us. Let's go in and take a look, and I'll show you what we ended up getting involved with yesterday and what we have to do and accomplish today. Alright, as you can see, we had to open that whole back of the cabinet up where the waste arm is and all that good stuff. And back over here, and you look carefully, there's the stack going out to the copper. The T went in here to the waste arm. It came down into a 90 with a clean out, all cast iron. We finally got it cut, and it's in decent shape. I just got to scuff that out with an angle grinder. But we were here for 2.5 hours after breaking this all out, just trying to get this thing cleared so it would drain. We finally got that going the way it needs to. Now we're gonna get that cleaned up and start putting this back together, and the end goal is to be able to put some sort of clean out in here for future use, then tie this all back together so we can get the kitchen back going. What a mess. I didn't notice this yesterday when I was doing this, but I thought the cast iron pipe was good where I cut it. Take a look. I found out this morning that there's a crack on the bottom end, so I'm gonna have to open up more concrete and cut that pipe back. Check it out. Look at that crack. Yeah. It goes back all the way to here. I have to take probably about 8 inches off this pipe. Wow. Unfortunately, some of these old houses aren't very forgiving when it comes to working on cast iron. You always hear me say it's easier to break it than it is to fix it. I didn't catch that yesterday because it was getting late in the day. I was just working on getting the drain cleared out. Now we got to get the chip and hammer out and break out some more of that concrete so we can get back to somewhere that is going to be decent we can tie onto. Alright, let's have a look. We got it cut. This is what I missed yesterday. Look at the size of the crack in that thing. Yeah. That's what we got to work with right there. Feel the underneath. Everything feels good, and I just need to clean that up so we can get a Fernco on it. So I was able to clean this up a little bit with my angle grinder so we can get a Fernco on there. Now let's start putting this thing together. All right, so we're going to want to run our 2-inch line over here. What we really want to do is put a long sweep 90 into place. It comes up, something like that. So we're going to get a measurement on our 2-inch pipe from the Fernco to there where we want to be. Cut the pipe, glue it into place, then we'll start putting our riser up. Alright, so what we're trying to accomplish here is to put a clean out in. Even though it's going to be behind the dishwasher, if you ever get the problem again, at least back somewhere, we want to put it kind of in line. Somewhere like right in there. See that? We get a measurement on that and put that in place. so I actually turn that clean out sideways so we can just sneak that dishwasher back in here. Now for our waste arm with the T, bottom side's gonna be 2.5 inches going to the waste arm, another 1.5 inches there, which we're gonna convert that down with an 1.5 by 1.25 Fernco to accommodate that 1.25 copper pipe. So we want this thing to go in the wall like this. Measure a piece, put it into place. All right, so you can see what we're working with. Remember that copper vent is 1.25 inches, so I need to convert that top of that T over to 1.5 inches and then put a conversion Fernco in there and then run our waste arm for the kitchen. All right, so I have to make a correction on something I said earlier. We have to use a 1.5 inch Fernco, okay, because that copper is 1.5 inches and so is the PVC. The difference is one is inner diameter, one's outer diameter, but an 1.25 inch Fernco will not work on that copper. Bam. Let's go down here and tighten this Fernco up. That's going into the old cast iron. That one's already tightened. Let's get that on there nice and snug. All right, you can see there's the end of our waste. That's going to be coming out from the T. I'm going to bring it over here and 90 it out. Someone had this all encased with expandable foam. The waste arm wasn't bad on here, but we had to tear all that out to get the old stuff out yesterday. Alright, well, looks like we're put together here. In the wall, the waste arm, back in that business. We'll let the glue dry for a little bit and then we'll test this all out. Okay, time of truth. We're going to turn the water on here and test this drain and find out if we had any leaks. All right, we're going to come out here to the clean out and see if the water's passing through this old cast iron pipe. Let's take a look. Oh, that's a beautiful thing. Look at that. Oh, yes. Now, yesterday when we got involved with all this stuff and everything and we cut all that old stuff out of there, the line coming from the kitchen out to or the clean out, it would not drain, and we spent over 2.5 hours snaking that and jetting it, snaking it and jetting it, and now we have it all put together and everything's ready to go and water is flowing freely and it is beautiful. All right, so we can't put the dishwasher back in here probably till tomorrow because we're going to put fresh dirt in there. We pulled all the old stinky dirt out of there and we're going to put fresh filled dirt inside of there and concrete it. But in the meantime, the drain piece that goes here to the garbage disposal, I'm going to stuff some putty in it at least until tomorrow and then pull that back out so that way if they run the water, it won't leak out of here. Also, I put some duct tape around the pipe where the concrete's going to come in contact with that to protect it. Let's go ahead and get dirt in the hole. Packed in there with dirt, get some concrete in here. No leaks going on. That's a good thing, and it's a drain that's working properly. Beautiful. Homeowner is going to make the repairs on the cabinet as well as on the wall. Hey, that's going to do it for this one. Thanks so much for hanging out and watching the video. That little job turned into a tedious little turd, and we were there all day yesterday and half the day today, but it all turned out well. The customer's happy, he was patient. The kitchen location in that home was actually used to be on an outside wall in the back of the house, but over the years they did put an addition on there. We got lucky that that wasn't a typical footer pour. It was just monolithical with the concrete blocks and a 4-inch slab on there, but I still had to break that concrete up with a little chipping hammer, not a jackhammer. Second of all, we got lucky that we were able to cut and get onto a good piece of that old cast iron pipe. 1957, that's a hard thing that you can say you can still do, because most of the time you cut them and they just crumble to pieces. Anyways, got any questions, leave them down below, and don't forget to keep plumbing.